This is getting really frustrating. 2 out of 3 vids have froze, and for my last vid, I accidentally closed out the tab while I was filming. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the hills run red. I'm gonna have this with Terrell Owens and all that crazy stuff. But while you guys are here with me, I'm gonna see the Hills Run Red trailer. You know, I heard some pretty bad stuff about it, and I'm gonna put the Hills Run Red legend. So I want you guys to be with me. I'm gonna be looking at this constantly if it gets too scary.
Famous. Because it's so obscure. See, now you understand. It's time to prove or disprove the legend. I'm gonna find it, rediscover it, and do a documentary.
Okay, that wasn't even it, so I guess my dare was an epic fail. They cut a lot of kill scenes in this movie. As one of the comments, you know. It looks really freaky. I'm gonna go to Google. The past nights, I have slept uncomfortably because of this. You guys are asking me then, why are you doing this? You know, because you want to sleep good or something? No. It's because I just feel like doing it, so. Here's one where he is with a butcher knife. But if you look at it from far away, it doesn't look like he's wearing a regular mask. The movie was released in 2009. I'm gonna read it to you guys. Okay, is this the book? I need the movie, the film. I'm gonna look at horror films. I'm gonna see which ones are pretty freaky. Phantom of the Opera, Boris Karloff as Frankenstein monster, The Face Hugger, an alien. Oh geez, this is like a nasty thing. Chucky. Doris voices Chucky in Child's Play. Saw in the 2000s. They had to remake some. I want to see a list of horror movie serial killers. Hey, yeah, I want to make sure you guys are still with me. You know, it's getting a little dark. Not getting really dark, you know, but you know what I mean. A, the letters. A, Adley, Mother's Day. I'm gonna see which one seemed really freaky. No, this is the chicken sandwich. The 2000s. I'm gonna see from the 2009 films, which I'm gonna see The Hills Run Red. Which one do I know of? 2012? 2012 was not a horror film. 2012 was a horror film? Okay. The fourth kind. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah. A miracle. Okay. The fourth kind. Absolutely, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna read this. I want you guys to still be with me, 542. So I'm gonna read this whole thing. It's inspired by a true story. Okay. Tyler taped an interview in 2002 at Chapman University and retells her story. It is October 2000. It has been just 2 months since her husband's death, and the case is still unsolved. Dr. Campos encourages her to take some time off, but she refuses, explaining that Will's research meant a lot to him, and she needs to begin it for him. She flies back to Nome. I think it's Rome. Meant to Rome, not Nome. Oh, I think it's Nome. From visiting Dr. Campos in Anchorage, and tapes sessions with 3 different patients, all of whom had the same experience. They have difficulty sleeping, and every night that week, they have each seen a white owl at the window just staring at them. One patient remembers the owl visiting her as a child. Another patient, Scott, says somehow it got in his house. Patient Tommy, a middle-aged man, agrees. She puts Tommy under hypnosis to try to help him remember what happens at night. Under hypnosis, he screams and leaps off the couch, knocking over a lamp, and wakes up before she snaps him out of it. When Abby asks Tommy to tell her what he saw, he says he doesn't want to talk about it, and they'll discuss it next time. He calms down and leaves her office, seemingly recovered. Abby goes to pick up her children at school, Ashley and Ronnie. Ashley, about 8, has been suffering conversion disorder since her father was killed and is blind. Ronnie, about 12, blames his mother for his father's death. During the night, Tommy holds his family at gunpoint in their house, demanding to speak to Abby. Shut up. I'm sorry. I was talking to the television, and I'm talking to you guys. After a brief conversation with Abby in which he says he must do this, he mumbles something in a strange language and then shoots his wife in the head, then the children and himself. The sheriff interviews Abby and wants to know what Tommy said. The sheriff is very skeptical of her explanations and suggests that her hypothesis directly caused Tommy's violence. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna have to read this fast. Dr. Campos lets him know and again tries to convince Abby to rest. He joins her in a hypnosis therapy session with Scott, where Scott starts shaking, foaming at the mouth and making distressed, gurgling sounds. Scott wakes up, he rushes to the trash can and vomits. Abby suggests alien abduction as a possible theory to Dr. Campos, who is skeptical. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. Abby's secretary rushed into the office saying Abby must listen to something. Abby had asked her earlier to make a transcript of her tape recorded notes from the previous night. When she makes speculations on the phenomena, the girl hands her tape and says, "I won't listen to it again," and leaves the room. They turn on the tape. Abby hears the same notes she recorded the night before, but then the tape goes quiet. Heavy, frightening breathing is heard. Then suddenly, oh jeez, hysterical screaming that doesn't stop. Over the screaming, an eerie medical voice is heard speaking a strange language. Abby is shocked by the recording and goes on listening to it over and over, trying to make herself remember. She then scratches marks on the floorboards and makes up for her broken fingernails. Oh jeez. After I read that, that's pretty disturbing. The metallic voice is an alien because they're like, I'm sorry. And yeah, so this is craziness right here. Fourth Kind seems like a freaky movie. I'm gonna end this conversation with you guys here. Yeah.